In '04, I'm almost positive they were using robots to paint things at Ford Motor Company. That's I would say that's a little light. Anybody's ever painted the car, wow, there's more primer there than there is paint. See, that's paint. Alrighty then. I'm sure I'll find the same on the other side. Oh. Well, they got coverage here, I guess, because you could see it. I don't know how those will get there. Maybe trying to put some in the back, I don't know. I hate when people paint the rubber boot. I don't know why they just don't take it apart and shove it in there. But I hate that when they paint the rubber boot. But that's just me. What do I know? You know, you sand and you sand and you just keep on sanding. And when you're sanding, it seems like you're never going to get to the finish line, but sometimes you do with one swipe. And it's gratifying, I guess. Then you just move. And that lasts for a second, then you move on to the next spot. But then again, I hate, this one's good for prime, good for primer, good for primer, good for primer. And then you get over here, and then you just get a few little pinholes, and it's like, really? And then you come down here, and then you, come on, focus. There you go, there's light. And you know, if you, come on. And you know, if you sand anymore, that you're just gonna screw it up. You're just going to, because you got to get that line back in right here. And then you go over here, and it's like, here we go. Just one pinhole, yeah, just one. And this one is a no-brainer, really. You know, when I mix mud, I guess I get out of control because I want to fill as many spots as I can, and then this is where I sanded, and common sense tells me, dude, you didn't even fill over that. It's going to be low. Really? It's going to be low. Yeah. Hail to the body, man. Hail to the body. It ain't worth that. When I have a small imperfection, I've tried to just fill in that little spot. And then when I sand, I end up sanding everything low, and so I hate doing this, but I hate sanding, okay? There you go, I just hate sanding. But this is what I noticed yesterday. I didn't see this coming. But it is what it is. You always find more. Always. I started using air hose. And started blowing paint. Like right there. See the little dark spots? That's rust that wasn't visible underneath the paint. That white creamy stuff right there, that is rust deadener. That has to come off. I will resand this. just starting. I didn't, we even had it up here a little bit. Yeah. What are you gonna do? It's great grandma's shoes truck, so yeah. Gotta come in here and either put metal glaze on it or a primer to fill those scratches. I feathered out to 180. I didn't notice this either. This is where the door panel, you probably never see it, but you could tell where she's starting to get rusty. Not a hole, but then the same, after I did that side, I come over here and I was done, and I started looking and took an air hose, and that right there, that dark stuff, that's rust. That's deadened. What I'll end up doing after I paint this, things will rust everywhere. Even in the oddest places, like up here at the little bumper stop on the door. I forgot the rust dead net. You see that? That's rust. But I'll end up undercoating underneath the doors because this truck will be used in the wintertime. So it needs all the protection it can get. Okay, let's move on to something else. You know what I hate about bodywork? When it does come out, it's like, well, it's supposed to. And then when it doesn't come out, and you gotta lay pass after pass, and you finally get to the last pass and think, you know what? I think I got it. And then you have a pair of gloves on that you used before, and it's already tacked. You know, this is already kicked, where if you keep spreading it, it'll just roll up like peanut butter. Then you start looking, it's like, man, why didn't you grab another pair of gloves? What, you know, really? Oh! You know what I learned too? I tell you what, I'm not the greatest body man in the world. Wow. Stay focused, it makes my work look better. Yeah, there you go. Here, I'll just put Vaseline over it, and I'll make all my body work look good. When it ain't good, it just, and it's weird how, for me, I don't know about the rest of you guys, maybe you guys got it all under control, but it's weird, and I know this, but it always catches me off guard. You got a dent, I don't care how big the dent is. We'll just say a small dent. Say it's about this big. And you pull it out and you dolly it and you do whatever you gotta do. And you make it first swipe and you know, you're thinking, yeah. And you start sanding, and then on one edge you got a low spot. And you're thinking, I can't believe that that little dent that you had, that you thought you pulled out, not perfect, but good, that when you made your swipe, that it just covered the whole area, that you overfilled it, and then when you go sand it, it's gonna be good to go. And then you sand 3/4 of the way and you start looking, it's like, this ain't coming out. You're gonna have to do another swipe. And me, I can't do a swipe just in that corner because it screws up the rest of it, so I gotta do a whole nother swipe. It might just be me because I don't know, man. Bodywork sucks. I suck. Yeah, Sandin sucks. Yeah. Yeah. Now you know. Really? If I got paid for the amount of swipes it takes me to get something level, I'd be doing really well. Really? Sometimes I'd rather just do one big dent than a bunch of little ones. But you don't get to choose. This is why I hate. Right there, you see it right there? Did a swipe and I already know it's low. That's what I hate about bodywork. Well, I didn't think this day was ever gonna come. Told you, I knew I was gonna have to do another swipe. Gotta sand that. Sand that, sand that. And yeah, the high build primer, all this. Really turns up. Get some light on. And the high build primer, this. This will be flash prime, high build. I think flash, no, high build. This is turned into a mess right here. This would be high build. Just got a little whoop right here. I hate adding a little spot, but when there's two pinholes, flash. I don't like using high build primer a lot because, man, it's like, I don't know, it gets in the nooks and crannies, and yeah, it gets down in here, and you know, you gotta finger fuck the shit to death. Nothing like that. Yeah. Well, I didn't do this because I knew if I put metal glaze in here, I was gonna have a problem. So it's just easier to put high build primer in there. Sand that. I don't know. Yeah. I think it's yeah. Put it in the booth probably tomorrow. Yeah. Probably just prime that because you'll never see it. Shame on me for saying it, but use high build right there. Lord have mercy. Get tired of sanding. Anyway, the day is October 25th. I know that I know. So I know what tomorrow is. And I'll be right out here. Sayonara.